What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, today I have this video of a Cuban lady who she lives in Jamaica. She has come out and said the problem that Jamaicans they are facing in the health sector. So watch this video, then I'll come back with more explanation.
Jamaica, we have a problem. We have a serious problem. This is not a new problem. This is a very old problem. And thanks social media that today we get to talk about this with the hopes that our posts and our videos get to the right ears, that get to the right people, and enough of us is talking about it, and we can find a suitable solution for this big problem. If you are new here, my name is Flor. I am Cuban, and I live in Jamaica for over 20 years. And of course, my country, boy, I don't know if this is a blessing or a curse, because people always come for me in the comments because of this. But my country, Cuba, is very well known for its health services. Although it's not perfect, somehow our doctors make it all over the world and they end up helping a lot of people and saving a lot of lives. So of course, if there is anybody with a medical emergency in Jamaica, they come to me. One look at me is not a doctor, me don't work at hospital. Just take a moment to put this into perspective. Me as a Cuban living in Jamaica, who I provide jobs because I'm a business owner, who have to take her own cooking oil, go fix roads, and I'm sure you have seen my viral video about this. Also have to provide medical care for Jamaican people. Now you tell me now if that is not an embarrassment. The most recent one being a mom from country with her tiny baby in need of a ventilator. The hospital in the parish where she is located, I'm not going to be sharing where, doesn't have the facilities to assist this child. The medical staff at the hospital is very willing and able, but they just don't have the equipment to work with. And this message came to me as I came across this article by the Gleaner. Nearly half of ventilators in the public system are out of service. Of the 91 life-saving machines spread across the Kingston Public, Victoria Jubilee, with Spanish Town and Princess Margaret Hospital, as well as the Bustamante Hospital for Children, 49 are working and 42 are non-operational. Just make sure to check out the Gleaner and read the entire article. I was over by X and somebody did the math, and the calculation was like about 4 ventilators per hospital, which is outrageous because according to Google, you're supposed to have at least a dozen per every 100,000 people. As a mother, I cannot imagine having a 11-month-old baby in dire need of a ventilator, and no matter how much money you have, you're unable to find it. Because I reach out to Hospital. And if you don't know what hospital is, you go ahead and Google hospital. And they do not have this type of care for children at that very top of the line expensive hospital. So even if you have all the money and you want to transfer this baby go to Cuba, like how this mother reached out to me to transfer her baby go to Cuba to get care in another country where they speak a different language, she can't, because the baby is not stable enough to take that flight. The only thing will be an air ambulance. And I guess only Andrew can afford that in Jamaica. It is shameful, Ministry of Health. It is shameful that people have to be reaching out to foreigners on social media in the hopes to be able to receive health care. It is a shame. The well-being and the health of your citizens is the priority. Not your Benz and your Range Rovers and your private jets and your mansions all over the world. It's about time we make a change. Thank you so much for watching.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from our Cuban sister. She said that she has lived in Jamaica for over 20 years, and also she has come out to just mention some of the challenges that Jamaicans they are facing in the health sector. She has come out and said the major problem that Jamaicans they are facing, it is some of the hospital in Jamaica, they don't have drugs, they don't have this equipment to treat people, and also it has made some of Jamaicans to start requesting the help from outside. Like our sister here, you know, our sister, she's from Cuba, and also in Cuba, Cuba is very known in the health sector. It is also known for having the high numbers of nurses, the high numbers of doctors, and they are well trained. And also I can tell you also here in my country, we also had some issues with our health in the health sector, and our government decided to hire Cuban doctors to come and help our doctors in terms of health, and because Cubans they have a high experience when it comes to the health sector. They have high numbers of nurses, they have high numbers of doctors. So Cuba, it is very known for health sector. So many Jamaicans they are coming and requesting our Cuban sister for help. Like for our Cuban sister, she has come out and say, I'm not a doctor, although because I'm a Cuban, I'm not a doctor. Because of you people who know Cuban, we have a lot of doctors or nurses. So I am not, and I cannot help you Jamaicans, because I'm not a doctor or a nurse. So that shows you that Jamaican government, it doesn't want to protect their people. It doesn't want to give the good health to Jamaicans. And let me tell you guys, you know, the healthy nation, it will lead to the health growth of the nation. If your country, it doesn't want to put more investment, to put more money in the health sector, so many people will become sick, and also it will lead to downgrowth of the nation. The GDP of the nation will go down. So in Jamaica, I can tell you the Jamaican government need to come out and start providing the good services to Jamaicans. Like you can see our mom, she was requesting for help because of her child. She's sick, and there is no any hospital in the Jamaica that can help her, because she was requesting this Cuban sister if it can be possible, so that she can move her daughter or a child to the other country in Cuba, so that she can get at least a good treatment. But you can see our Cuban sister, she has come out and say the trip will be very expensive, and also the child, she has not reached an age of being transported by air, unless if you want to transport the child by air, it needs air medical, which ambulance, something like an ambulance, or by road. So this is to show you that many Jamaicans, they are suffering. The government, it doesn't want to care the people of Jamaica. I think it's the highest time that Jamaicans, you should call out your government. You should do what here in Kenya we did. And right now I can tell you our president is listening to us. The other day we were going, we protest, the whole country, we protest. And right now our government, it has already starting do some process, some procedure, so that it can listen to us. And also I can tell you Jamaicans that also, if the government, it doesn't want to listen to you, if you are leaders, they don't want to work for you, you guys come together, join hand and protest against your government. Call on your leaders, tell them that you are suffering. Look how the hospitals they are. There is no bed in some of the hospitals, there is no good care, there is no drug. Imagine, to an extent of Jamaicans starting to request help from outsider. That shows you that the leaders, they don't care about their people. And you Jamaicans, you are paying tax. Where is your tax money going? It's the time you remove these selfish leaders. The wicked government, is the time that you remove the wicked government. Yeah, it is the time you guys, I know you are heading to an election. I pray for you guys so that you can choose a good leader, the leader who will take good care of Jamaica, the leader who will protect not only the growth people, the older, the smaller, the young generation, the leader who will lead Jamaicans. Don't elect the leader who has dual citizenship. Don't elect the leader who is not born and raised in Jamaica. We want the leader who knows the Jamaicans, how they are suffering. That's the kind of the leader you Jamaicans you need to choose. Also, you Jamaicans, you should call on the Minister of Health. What is he doing to help you guys? Where is he when the Jamaicans they are suffering? You should call out the Minister of Health. If he doesn't want to do his job, he should resign, because I know in the health sector, more money is being pumped in the health sector. In each and every country, a lot of money is usually being pumped in the health sector. But some of the leaders, they usually take advantage and pocket this money and eat the money in the sector. They are going with this money, they are investing it, they are opening the businesses, their own businesses, they are investing in another country. While some people, they are dying in Jamaica because of bad health. Some people, they are dying because the hospital cannot provide the good service, while the Minister of Health is not coming out and see some of the problems that Jamaicans they are facing. It's the highest time that Jamaicans, you should elect leaders who are concerned, the leaders who are working with the will, according to the will of people. I know corruption, it is very it is much in Jamaica, but you guys who can start reducing this corruption by calling on these leaders. And the criminal injustice in Jamaica, it needs to do its job. For those people who are eating the money, the taxpayer money from the Jamaicans, should be held and accountable. They should face the rapt. They should be jailed. Yeah, it is the highest time that Jamaicans should take your country at your own hand. Don't wait for the government to come and protect you, but the government, it has become so wicked. It doesn't want to protect its people. The other day I was telling you the children are crying. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of so many things going on the street. The Jamaican children, they are not safe. Now it has come to the health sector. No leaders is concerning about the health sector, because the leaders, they know their family, they are not in Jamaica. Their family, it is in another country. Their children, they are not schooled in Jamaica. They are schooling their children in another country. Yeah, not only in Jamaica, also it happens here in Africa. Some of the leaders, they have become puppet from the other country. Some of the leaders, they are selling out the country. They don't care. So guys, I don't want to talk much. Kindly subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.